All right, so I have some tweets that I really want to get into and talk about. Okay. I have to give a little spiel here. Wrestling fans, Tony Khan, listen to us simple-minded wrestling fans. Records don't matter.
No.
Tony, there's no rage. You are the one causing the rage, Tony. You're an idiot.
Welcome back to WrestlePool, and welcome to kind of our weekend review. We're not going to talk about everything and anything that happened. We're just going to kind of talk about, I guess, the major things.
The things we want to review. That's what we're going to talk about.
Where should we get started?
Are we going back to last Friday?
Yeah.
So SmackDown. Shout out. Now I'm going to butcher her name. EO faced the lady with the blue hair who's with OC and AJ Styles. Michin. What a match.
Yeah.
That's her coming out party for 2024.
Yeah.
She did a Styles clash off the top rope or the second rope to EO. That was absolutely amazing. That was definitely the match of the night. Wow. SmackDown-wise.
Okay.
Loved it. Hated Roman Reigns at the beginning. So aggravated.
Yeah. And not only that, but like, I mean, the whole, like we got nothing. I feel like we got
a laugh. This is the second time he laughed because the minute The Rock said what he said, and Roman tweeted a smiley face emoji.
Yeah.
And then who was it? Caleb Braxton, I think, was in the back, and he just went hee, and then he walked away. And clearly he played a big part in the main event.
Right. Yeah, but even that, I was just like, I mean, and we were sitting there for the main event, and one thing that's like irked me is, since when are triple threats always no disqualification? I never remember that rule. But if the triple threat was a no disqualification and Roman came out and interfered in the match, when he walks away, the match is still going on. It's not like the match ended for a disqualification. The match is continuing. So why did the match stop?
Because Nick Aldis was like, guess what, wise man? It's now a fatal four-way.
And good call on that, a fatal four-way. And I think a lot of people are going to speculate about this now of being, well, this is it then. Roman's losing the belt because we know in a fatal four-way he doesn't have to lose. And so therefore, we can let him go. We can let him lose the belt without actually losing the belt. And then that would set up Rock Roman without having to, be for the belt at Mania. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
I think they looked at it and they were like, okay, Roman, Randy, that's money.
Yeah.
That's a big time. 100%. Are we going to rush this in 4 or 5 weeks?
Right.
Or are we going to do a triple threat or a fatal four-way and now let Styles or LA Knight or both of them get smashed and stacked?
Yeah.
And then Roman pins both of them at the same time, because that seems to be what Roman does to people in a triple threat.
Yep.
So that he doesn't pin Randy and that this can continue beyond.
And maybe we get a Randy Roman one-on-one at
somewhere down the line. They're not just feeding Randy to Roman.
Right.
Roman obviously is going over for the belt. I don't know. And that's our next episode.
Right.
Is doing that. I don't think they're just going to feed, like they fed LA Knight to him at Crown Jewel. Right. LA Knight lost, and they're keeping LA Knight in the mix.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're not going to do that to Randy.
No, I don't
They'll
think
give
so.
Randy the right, the build, the rivalry, and all that stuff. So
no, I think that's a good point. I like that. I do. The last time he was in a triple threat for Mania, so it's Edge and at that point Daniel Bryan, Danielson. And he stacks them and pins both of them. So it'd be interesting to see if we get that with LA Knight and AJ Styles. I really hope that they don't do that to Randy. But I also wouldn't put it past him of like he puts all three, right? Like, cause here's the other thing too is, let's say just for this conversation that Cody wins the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Let's say that he is going after Roman at WrestleMania. We've all talked about being kind of like disconnected from Cody finishing the story at this point. Like, it's been too long. What a way to revive it in terms of now making Roman just look absolutely unbeatable.
Yeah.
Not only could 3 people not beat him, but one of them, 2 of them are arguably some of the greatest of all time to do it. People make that argument for AJ Styles. I love AJ Styles, but Randy Orton is undeniably
absolutely.
So talk about being able to smash and stack, and then you stack all 3 of them. Now Roman goes into WrestleMania looking like nobody's going to be able to touch him.
Yeah.
And so for Cody to then overcome that, that's a really interesting way to tell the story. But I don't know. The Fatal 4-Way, yeah, I guess. I would much rather see Roman in one-on-one matches. I don't even care if you're just feeding people to him. Let him be in one-on-one matches. Let him beat Randy.
Yeah.
Let him kill the Legend Killer, and then go from there.
Yeah, I don't think they want to do that. And then we got KO going on to face Logan Paul.
Yes.
At the Rumble.
Yep. Which will be a good match. I think it'll be a really good match, and I think, 2 guys just want to punch people in the face. KO definitely wants to punch people in the face, and that's like his right hand or his titanium hand is Logan Paul's whole thing. So I think it'll be a really good match. You know how everybody should know at this point how high I am on Logan Paul. I think KO is a great person to put him in there in the ring with to really start learning some good psychology, some good wrestling.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
So that's SmackDown for the most part.
No, we skipped over.
We skipped over what?
We skipped over a massive comeback. And when I say massive, I mean massive in size of men that...
Yeah.
Listen, Karrion Kross bringing AOP back. And not only bringing AOP back, but I think when I heard that AOP was coming back, I thought in my head there was a question of, well, is Paul Ellering coming with them? Because Karrion's already got Scarlett with him. Why would they bring... but to see Paul Ellering come back with AOP, with Karrion Kross, with Scarlett with dark hair. I'm so excited. AOP is back. I was very high on them when they were in their NXT run. They didn't get a really good
No, they did not.
Main roster run.
They did not at all.
But here's the argument that everybody's making that you're not going to be happy with. There's a lot of trios happening in WWE right now.
Stop it.
There's like a lot of trios happening in WWE right now.
Don't do it.
And so
don't do it.
We're maybe gonna see a trios championship.
I'd rather the super heavyweight title.
Oh, that'd be great.
Rather than that, I can't stand trios titles. I can't.
But yeah. So I thought AOP coming back I'm excited.
I forgot about that, and you literally just mentioned that.
I literally just mentioned
right before you hit record.
I pressed the button. I was like AOP and pressed the button. No, it wasn't that close, but no, but yeah, AOP back. Any thoughts on it? You're quiet on it.
Well, it's just more tag teams with unified tag team titles. They need to split the tag team titles. I like AOP. But Karrion Kross came back, and I'm kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
So is this like Karrion Kross, like last hurrah? Like, we're trying here, buddy.
I get you.
Like, something has to connect.
Yeah.
And then to have Scarlett and Paul Ellering just seems a little...
You see a little crowded?
A little crowded. And now I'm anti the trio because now I don't want trios titles. Well, but no, I mean, I like them in NXT. I did not like their first WWE run.
Right. Their main roster run was not good.
But, we have meat slapping Mondays with all the, and those two getting involved in some of these.
There are some big boys running around that ring right now. But yeah, no, I'm with you. All right. So yeah, AOP's back. I get what you're saying about Karrion Kross. I'm with you in terms of we haven't gotten what we wanted out of Karrion yet.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that this is maybe the thing that pushes that forward. Right now it's going to be them Carrion and AOP, looks like they're going to be feuding with Street Profits and Bobby Lash.
Yeah.
Bobby Lash. Just no Lash, not Lashley.
Bobby Lash.
Bobby Lashley.
Seth freaking
Raw. So it'll be interesting to see, but a couple of big boys, yeah, and I'm excited they're back. So that was Friday night. I'm gonna admit, and I didn't watch Collision. We don't watch Collision.
We
don't. It's Saturday night.
Yeah.
And there's nothing important on that show for me to watch.
I agree. I didn't watch it at all.
I hate me. I don't care. But yeah, they don't do anything that's necessarily like on Saturday night. So I didn't watch Collision. Monday Night Raw, though, talk about some meat slapping. We'll get into some of the fun stuff, but Otis and Ibar, just two behemoths in the ring, just slamming bodies together.
I love the fact that they're giving these big guys like real time in the ring to just do big guy things.
It's literally just
hashtag big guy things. Okay, that's what they're doing.
That's what it is, and it's great. I love it, and especially because you got two guys in there that are very good.
Yeah.
You throw Bronson Reed in that mix of these just super heavyweights. I am with you, and I'm with Bronson Reed of like, let's get a super heavyweight division and give them a title and call it Meat Slapping Mondays.
Yeah, do a super heavyweight. There's 8 to 10 guys that we can
absolutely
mingle into some type of a division that would be a lot of fun to watch.
Bronson, Ibar, Otis, you've got Omos, Braun Strowman when he's healthy and back. Like, you've got these big guys that you can put in, and it just gives a place for more different type of wrestling. And so
I'd be all for it.
I'm all for it. What else happened on Monday night? Shinsuke and Cody.
Yeah, it was an okay street fight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they made it a street fight. It should have just been a wrestling match. A street fight kind of was just, I don't know, it felt like all right, let's throw a dart. This is what we got. Let's just kind of do it. Good match. What they're doing with Shinsuke has been fantastic. All right. The graphic of their match, the whole anime type thing.
Yeah. I'm just wondering where it's going. So my thing is, we've done this with Shinsuke. We've rebuilt him. We've given him and Cody 6 weeks of really good promos and wrestling and just fun. Okay, cool. Where does this Shinsuke go now? Like, obviously, we're not going to see him challenging for the Roman's title. That belongs to Cody Rhodes. I mean, I don't know if it belongs to Cody, but that is the destined thing. So is he going back to Seth after this?
I don't know if he's getting any type of title. He's just going to be kind of picking new prey and just kind of feuding and wrestling.
Yeah,
they're gonna slow walk this character. They're not rushing it. They're adding layers. They've figured out his promo type and what works for him.
Yeah,
is those vignettes that they've been doing.
Yes.
He's brought back the Red Mist, so hopefully we get that version of Shinsuke.
Yeah.
But they're step by step, and to put him with Cody has been awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it'll end in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
They're both in the Rumble, so I don't know if there's going to be a quote-unquote blow-off match of this. That might have been it. Sure. Maybe they'll do one more before Rumble, but we're only 2 weeks away, right? Are we? Yeah, we're 2 weeks away from Rumble. So
we're recording this on Wednesday, so from this Saturday it'll be 2 weeks from.
Yeah, so that'll probably it. But would he be on the WrestleMania card?
I hope so.
Are you giving him a singles match?
I hope so. The question is who.
Yeah.
If it's not Seth and it's not Roman, I don't think it's going to be Gunther. I don't think it's going to be an IC title.
No, that wouldn't make much sense having them two fight.
I don't think it would be Logan Paul, because I think Logan Paul's taken the U.S. title to WrestleMania.
Yes,
so
I agree.
It's not going to be Logan. So it's not going to be for a title. So we have to build a story somewhere with someone. Cool idea, maybe to reignite the AJ Styles Shinsuke and let's get a real AJ Styles Shinsuke Nakamura match.
We just got to get them on the same brand.
Well, it's WrestleMania season. We could do whatever we want.
Are they going to
I think
relax the rules for WrestleMania?
It's WrestleMania season. I think we're going to be crossing lines and crossing brands and all that kind of stuff, because at this time of the year, we as fans expect it. We're not really concerned. We just want to see great matches, come out at WrestleMania and see really good stories in the lead up. So I think that could be an option, because the WrestleMania match that we got from Shinsuke and AJ for the title is not one of the best AJ Shinsuke.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, so we can get that again. I'm trying to think who else, you would put him with, and it doesn't have to be someone he has history with, but, who would be a good opponent.
Yeah, they're going to have to give him... I'll assume he's going to be in the Elimination Chamber for the other title match, depending on who wins the Rumble, but...
Here's a swerve. Swerve. Here's a swerve, a curveball, a swerve. Isn't Okada's contract up this month?
I don't know if he's... Yeah, it's coming.
What if Okada shows up at the Rumble?
Yeah, he's scheduled for Battle of the Valley in February.
Oh,
Okada.
Is he? Oh, yeah. Is that when his contract is up? Okay, so we won't get him for the Rumble.
No.
But unless they pull something out, unless they pull some sort of, look at what they did with Carl Anderson.
That'd be nice if they brought someone in for him to work at Mania.
And that's a WrestleMania moment I'd love to see. Shinsuke Nakamura, Kazuchika Okada. That would be one name you can pronounce, the other one you can't. It'd be great to watch you all night just trying to.
I'd just be yelling their last names. Okada, Nakamura, Jesus, Chinese bread service.
So yeah, I would love to see. That would be a cool thing for them to do, to bring somebody in. So Shinsuke and Seth was good.
There's only one left of Imperium, right? Kaiser. Did you see that drop kick he did to Kofi up against the stairs? I like this Kaiser.
I did not see that.
I like this Kaiser right here.
Yeah.
The mean, brutal, just, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He was a different animal in the ring.
Wow.
And everything. Yeah. Definitely find it, watch it.
I'll need to find it and watch it.
Very aggressive. I like this version of Kaiser.
That kind of goes back to his earlier NXT days before he was Ludwig Kaiser and when he was Marcel Bartel, his real name. And the Imperium that we got in, Undisputed Era War Games match. Kaiser was, talk about somebody who's a great wrestler, really hard hitting, you watch it, that Kaiser that you're talking about, he looks like he's trying to kill somebody. So I'm excited to see it. That'd be awesome if he is back, especially because we all know how Gunther is in the ring. Basically terrified every time somebody steps in the ring with Gunther.
Feel sorry for that person's chest.
Seriously. But we did get news out about Gunther out of Raw on Monday night that he will be back next week.
He had a baby.
He had a baby?
That's why he's been gone.
If you watch this, congratulations.
Congrats, Gunther. We're happy for you.
Yeah.
Best of luck. Take it from him. It's not easy.
Just wait till 1.5 to 2. They become terrorists, and in this house we negotiate with terrorists. We have no choice. Otherwise, we'd all be tied up and held hostage. But yeah, no. Good. Congratulations. Good luck on all your future endeavors. But no, glad to see him back. Can't wait to see him back. Can't wait to see, it's going to be interesting to see what's going on with Imperium. Once he's back with Giovanni Vinci, Ludwig Kaiser, kind of not on the same page, a lot of stuff going on there. So that will be an interesting dynamic to now see with Gunther back and see, are they united? Are they falling apart? And they're all splitting up and going their separate ways. But yeah, other than that, the other thing came out of Monday Night Raw. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, still WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I love them.
Yeah, they're great.
They're awesome.
They're going to take those belts. SmackDown, NXT. There's going to be a nice little run there for them.
Yeah, 100%. Watching Piper Niven give Chelsea Green a Vader bomb was a ton of fun because that was a really good that was like a really good setup for them to go into the finish. But also Piper Niven needs to give more people Vader bombs because it's just great. And then Michael Cole and Wade Barrett need to call it out as a Vader bomb as they did on Monday night. But yeah, so other than that, like them keeping the titles, that was really good. I can't say there was much more memorable from Monday Night Raw other than that stuff. So say what we're getting ready, I think, for some real big shows.
Yeah, and I don't want to touch on too much about Mania because we'll have shows dedicated to that.
Yeah. So other than that, then last night NXT, Gigi. I'm gonna start here. Gigi Dolan and Cora Jade had a good match. It wasn't, but Cora Jade winning, beating Gigi Dolan, and I don't get apparently there was something going on with the two of them, and so, but this was supposed to be the end. Pumbaa.
We have puppies in our room here while we're recording, and I have to show love to one because I think he's lonely.
Yeah. So, but the big news coming out of NXT last night was Oba Femi cashing in his contract from the men's breakout, and becoming North American champion after Dragon Lee had just beat Lexus King. So it was cool. It was the way, first of all, that dude is massive. Talk about another massive person in WWE. He's gigantic. But the way they did it was really good. It was exciting to watch. And yeah, I don't know much about Oba Femi, but I know that they're pretty high on him.
Oba Femi.
So that was the week.
Yeah, and right now Swerve is approaching Samoa Joe live on Dynamite. So.
Oh yeah, we got Dynamite rolling over here.
We're here. All right, so I have some tweets.
Okay.
That I really want to get into and talk about. Okay. I have to give a little spiel here. Wrestling fans. Tony Khan. Listen to us, simple-minded wrestling fans. Records don't matter.
No.
Wins and losses are irrelevant in professional wrestling.
Completely.
Why? It's scripted. It's predetermined. We know there's going to be a result that you pick. So to take you back to day one, good old Jinder Mahal. They put him out there to basically be a punching bag for the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment.
Yes.
Okay? Now, correct me if I'm wrong in anything I'm about to say. Be like, Mike, you're wrong. Shut up. Fine. So he goes out there. He does his thing. He gets good heat.
Yeah.
That night. Day one douchebag is funny. They're going to chant it for a long time. He's going to get booed out the building.
Yes.
Triple H or whoever makes these decisions, but we'll go with Hunter because we like Hunter, looked at him and said, you know what? Thanks, pal. We might have something here. You got a match with Seth Rollins in the main event.
Yep.
Okay. Now brings me to the impetulant, the child that is Tony Khan. Okay? So here, allow me to read a tweet from yesterday. Tony Khan says it's a double standard. Hook, who has a 28-1 career record on winning streak, calls out the champ. A logical challenge sparks online outrage. Jinder has literally lost every single match he's been in for the past year, immediately gets a title shot. Where's the rage? Tony, there's no rage. You are the one causing the rage, Tony. You're an idiot. He's an idiot. What are you doing? So then Jinder tweets, TF, Hook. So who the F is Hook?
Yeah.
Of course. Then he said, well, go watch Monday Night Raw on the USA Network.
Yeah.
So then USA Network replied to Tony Khan and said, what was the cage match rating? Okay, and then Tony Khan goes on to say, a moral victory for USA is one win more than the world title challenger Jinder Mahal has had in the past 364 days. because it's been literally a full year since he won a match. You really put AEW in our place getting Jinder Mahal in a big match on your TV show. Do it more often. Tony, second point. Monday Night Raw beats all your shows weekly combined in any TV metric you want to use, including, we'll put in social media as well. Tony, the matches are predetermined. Wins and losses still don't matter in professional wrestling. Okay? Jinder can lose every day. Do you know what's important to WWE? A reaction. Moments. We're going to remember the day one douchebag chant in San Diego at day one on Monday Night Raw. Yep. Stop it, Tony. You sound ridiculous. It's asinine. Get off social media, sign out, open up a computer, plan your own damn show. What do you care about Jinder Mahal? Is Hook a good challenger for Samoa Joe? We're huge on Hook. We're Hook fans right here. 2 Hook fans. We've been fans since the day he showed up, minus that silly FTW nonsensical title he has.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. They looked at Jinder and said, oh, okay, we might have checked something off the box. So you send him out there the next week. You put him in a bigger moment. Right. If he gets more heat, you send him out there the following week. And now you're building a new character that is plausible for you to use in any one of your 3 shows. Yep. Did I miss anything here?
No, not at all. Not one bit. You are. Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, you're right. You're spot on. The WWE doesn't care about wins and losses. They care about, and you know what? And this is where Tony is maybe missing it, is that the WWE cares about telling stories. At the end of the day, say what you want about the WWE, like call them what they are, a content creator. Yes. That is who the WWE is.
They're a TV show that does wrestling.
They are a TV show that does wrestling. But I wouldn't even I think previous we could say that, but now in the world that we live in of content creation, that's who they are. They create content. That's what they do.
Yes.
They know how to do that really well. So when you have somebody like Jinder who can go out there and take a people's elbow and get called the day one douchebag and get heat, carry that heat over to the next week, and then just tell really good stories.
Just to piggyback on that clip with The Rock and him, all across all forms of media, not TV, 100 million views on all forms of social media. So that means that 100 million people saw Jinder Mahal in this moment.
Yeah.
Eyes are now on Jinder Mahal because of that moment.
Right.
Who would not capitalize on that?
Absolutely, because even think about it. Think about the casual fan who knows The Rock and knows The Rock called this guy a day one douchebag. Then that person is going, that casual fan who maybe doesn't know who Jinder Mahal is going, who's Jinder Mahal? And then goes and looks up Jinder Mahal and is like, oh, I'm going to maybe watch and see what else happens and look at the stories we get to tell. I'm with you 100%. I don't get Tony Khan's fascination with the records,
I don't get it.
And here's where I see a clear difference. Like you had said, you were like, they send him out with The Rock. He gets beat up. Even if this was just like a, hey, thanks for doing that. Because I'm sorry, Jinder Mahal is still Jinder Mahal. He's
former world champ, former United States champ.
Absolutely.
Been on all 3 brands. He's not a slouch.
It's not It's not throwing Joe Schmo out there or, nobody like that. Nobody knows. It's Jinder Mahal. And so he to put him in that position, even if it was a thank you, it's the right thing to do. We're going to get a good match.
Yeah, we are.
At the end of the day, who cares?
That's it. That's all that matters. I don't care that
you've lost every match since the records.
It's not a matter if you win or lose. It's how you look while doing it. Absolutely. You can win while still losing. Jinder lost day one.
Right.
But he won
100%
in everything that's going to come from that moment.
Absolutely. No, so you said one thing that was really interesting, in your little rant there.
It's so aggravating.
You said now you have this person that you can build between all three brands. And right, because he had this big moment with The Rock, he's had a big moment with Seth. He's going to have a great match next week.
Now you send him down to NXT or something.
You can send him down to NXT. You could, but you have this person that you can build around. And here's the difference: the WWE knows how to build people. Tony Khan just wants. We talked about it. Tony Khan just wants the next shiny thing.
Yeah, he wants to spike ratings for a quarter hour on his show.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all he wants.
That's
all he cares about. He doesn't actually care about building a real brand and building a real business around professional wrestling. The WWE is a content creator who does wrestling. Tony Khan is just somebody who's trying to get good ratings. I can't even say that he's somebody who's trying to do good, get ratings in the wrestling business or that he's a wrestling company, because he's not. He's literally just a TV show trying to get good ratings. They just it's sad to watch because we have some incredible wrestlers in AEW.
Yeah.
And I will, if you go watch our draft episode, I drafted Hook in my top 25. I am probably one of the biggest Hook fans on the planet. I love Hook. I hope Tony Khan is smart enough to take the belt off of Samoa Joe and put it on Hook and let Hook be the AEW World Champion, because he needs to stop investing in old wrestlers and start investing in youth and actually building wrestlers and characters and all that. So I hope he does that. So this isn't a shot at Hook.
No.
This is Tony Khan
just being a fool on social media.
Just being stupid.
Now, to piggyback off old wrestlers, I've watched several Edge and Adam Copeland interviews.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know. But number one, everyone tries to get him to say a bad thing about WWE. He'll never do it. But he genuinely seems so happy.
Yeah.
And this was another social media thing, wrestling fans. We're going to try to tell you something here that might help you.
A little bit.
Okay? He faced Griff Garrison. So now Griff Garrison was a part of that Julia Hart,
Varsity
Pillman.
Blondes.
That's the name.
Yeah.
He knows more than me. He's so smart. I love him. And they had a quick 5-7 minute match.
Yeah.
And Edge was on Busted Open with LaGreca and Bubba Ray.
Yeah.
And Bubba Ray point blank said, "Can you please tell the audience why you took 7 minutes or 10 minutes of your time to actually get in the ring with Griff Garrison?"
Yeah.
And his answer, because he's going to be here when I'm gone.
Right.
I love the answer. He went on to talk about the story with Christian, how it's still going, how it's developing layers with Nick Wayne and Kill Switch.
Right.
He truly seems genuinely happy doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
And listening to him talk about it, Edge, Adam Copeland, whatever, I'm so happy for you, man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear him talk about the burden that was lifted for having a place to go and to go do the things that you want to do and that you love to do.
Right.
I've watched 2 or 3 of his interviews in the last few days. I'm just like, this dude is seriously happy.
Yeah.
Even though whatever the crowds are, whatever's going on, whatever we may feel about AEW at the moment.
Yeah.
This one dude is so happy to get into the ring with Griff Garrison.
Sure.
And give him 7 minutes to learn from 30 years of Edge Adam Copeland experience.
That's amazing.
That will benefit more than if Griff Garrison faced someone of his equal stature in the wrestling business. So I just wanted to shout that out as well, because I thought that answer when he said he's going to be here when I'm gone.
Right.
I'm like, there you go.
I think and that's what somebody who is Adam Copeland, somebody who is Chris Jericho, somebody who is Christian should be doing in AEW. And I'm not saying that Christian or Jericho aren't doing that.
They do it.
But that is what they should be doing. However, my opinion is that Tony Khan is putting the stock in the wrong place in that situation. See, Adam Copeland goes into that situation with that mindset.
Yeah.
Tony Khan doesn't go into that situation with that mindset. He's like, I just need somebody to go out there and wrestle Adam Copeland because Adam Copeland needs to be on TV so that I can get my ratings, and that's it. Not saying, okay, Adam Copeland goes out and has a good or a great match. I haven't watched the match.
I haven't watched it either.
But depending on, gets Griff Garrison to look phenomenal. And then the question is, well, what happens with Griff? I haven't seen Griff Garrison on TV since Brian Pillman left AEW.
Yeah, and Julia Hart joined House of Black.
And not to say that's not his fault.
Yeah.
That is Tony Khan's fault.
Yeah.
You have youth.
Oh, there's so much talent. There's so much talent on that roster.
Tony Khan has signed 300 people.
That there's not enough room for everyone. So
there's not. But the question is, do you keep bringing in the Samoa Joes and the old, like, I'm trying to even think like the older wrestlers, like
it's
Adam
the WCW
Copeland.
model.
Adam Copeland makes sense to me. He can still very much like wrestle. Yeah. Jericho, we've been very critical of in the past, 8 to 10 months of what he can do in the ring. Christian is having the best run he's ever had. Yeah.
As a singles guy, absolutely.
And so, like, I'm like, okay, so take those three guys, you get rid of the Joes, you get rid of...
Well, Joe's your current world champ. So.
Yeah, which I don't understand why.
Yeah, me either.
But, I mean, it's one of those things where... I'm all for it. I'm glad that Adam Copeland is getting...
Yeah, I just thought it was really cool to listen to him.
Absolutely.
Just share how incredibly excited he is. And he named a bunch of guys. Lee Moriarty. Yeah. There were Daniel Garcia. Like, there was a bunch of people that he named.
Yeah.
That he's like, I want to do the same thing for them.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, I just thought it was great.
I just want Tony Khan... So Adam Copeland needs to sit down with Tony Khan and go, listen, this is how we're doing it.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, I have a feeling that that's what they do.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Because if the records matter and they're so crucial, then that means Hook has walked into creative and said, I'm winning all these matches and there's not a damn thing. There's only one guy in the wrestling that could do that, and that's Brock Lesnar. If Brock Lesnar doesn't want to lose, Brock Lesnar doesn't lose. Yeah. So...
But yeah, so those were our happenings for the week.
Yeah. I've just
tweets from Tony Khan, some good comebacks in WWE AOP back.
Now you know what? I'm rooting for Jinder Mahal to beat Seth Rollins.
Oh God!
Don't hinder Jinder. You all hindered Jinder when he was the champ the first time. Now we hinder Jinder no more. Jinder Mahal 2024.
On that note, go follow us, or if you don't want to listen to the gender stuff, don't follow us, but
follow us. There'll be a lot more.
At WrestlePool, all the places. I can't deal with you. All right, that's it. Peace out.
New World Order.